Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. It is the second lecture from the Unit 11 Organic Chemistry. In the previous lecture you have learned about the classification of the hydrocarbons, and now we will learn about the naming of the alkanes. By using the IUPAC system, how can we name an alkane? An alkane has the two parts. One is the stem and second is the suffix. Stem actually tells the total number of carbon atoms present in the chain, just like the meth, eth, prop. These indicate the number of carbon atoms present in that compound. And second part is the suffix, and this suffix is placed after the stem, and suffix will tell the class of the compound. It indicates the family of the compound, from which family the compound belongs. You can see the example of the butane here. This indicates the stem. This indicates that there are 4 carbon atoms. And Ane is the suffix, and this indicates that family of this compound is alkane. Now what we have to keep in mind while naming an alkane? First of all, we have to count the number of carbon atoms in the chain, and according to the number of carbon atom we will select the stem. Then we will add the suffix "ane" to that stem. For example, here you can see the example of this compound. It contains 7 number of carbon atoms. So if there are the number of carbon atoms of 7, we will use the stem hept. So the alkane name will be heptane. "ane" suffix will be added to the hept. Second example is given of the 10 number of carbon atoms compound. So the stem will be dec, and we will add the ane to this dec. So the compound name, alkane name, will become the decane. Now we will learn about the alkyl radicals. Alkyl radical is a group of atoms obtained by removing one hydrogen atom from an alkane. It means when from the alkane you will remove the hydrogen atom, one hydrogen atom you remove from the alkane, the remaining compound is called the alkyl radical, and it is represented by the symbol R. Alkanes have the general formula CnH2n plus 2, and when you will remove one hydrogen from this alkane, alkyl radical is formed, which has the general formula CnH2n plus 1. It means it has one hydrogen atom less than the parent alkane. Here you can see that methane's formula is CH4. So when one hydrogen atom is removed from this methane, we get the methyl radical. In the same way, when one hydrogen atom is removed from the ethane, we get the ethyl radical. In the last, you can see the example of the propane. Propane is an alkane. This propane exists in 2 isomeric forms. It has 2 isomers. One is the N-propyl and second is the isopropyl. N-propyl is formed when one hydrogen atom is removed from the terminal carbon. From the last one carbon present at the end, when one hydrogen atom is removed from this terminal carbon, then N-propyl is formed. And when you will remove one hydrogen atom from the central carbon atom, then isopropyl is formed. So isopropane will be converted into the isopropyl by removing one hydrogen atom, and N-propyl radical will be formed when one hydrogen atom from the terminal carbon is removed. In the previous chapter previous lecture you have learned about the classification of the hydrocarbons. Now we have the general review for the classification of the organic compounds. Organic compounds contain two types of the compounds. One are the cyclic compounds and other are acyclic compounds. Acyclic compounds are further divided into two classes. One is the straight chain compound and second is the branched chain compound. And in case of cyclic compounds, these are further divided into two types. One is the homocyclic compound and second is heterocyclic compounds. Homo means same. It means these cyclic compounds will contain same number of atoms. They will contain all the carbon and hydrogen atoms. While in case of the heterocyclic compounds present in the cyclic form, but they will have one or more different elements there. Now one by one we will learn about this. First one are the open chain compounds or acyclic compounds. These acyclic compounds contain an open chain of carbon atoms. Carbon atoms can grow on both sides of the chain, just like you can see the example of the propane, butane or isobutane. From both ends the carbon atoms can be grow, means the chain can grow further. So ends are open on both sides of these compounds. These are further divided into two types. One are the branch chain compounds and second is the straight chain compounds. The compounds which contain any number of carbon atoms join one after the other in the form of the chain, in the form of a row. They are called the straight chain compounds. Here propane, butane, pentane, you can see this example here. They are the straight chain or straight chain compounds. Second type of the acyclic compounds are the branch chain compounds. Branch chain compounds mean they will have at least one branch at any of the carbon atom except the terminal carbon atoms. They have the one side chain considered as the branch. You can see here the example of the neopentane and isobutane. In neopentane you can see the central carbon atom, it has the two branches, one is the above and one is the below, means two methyl groups are present there. And in case of the isobutane, central carbon atom has one branch, one methyl group is attached to the central carbon atom as a branch. These are called the branch chain compounds. And in the center you can see the butane. Butane, 4 carbon atoms are attached in the form of the chain, a simple chain, no branch is attached there. It is the straight chain compound. Now second type of organic compounds are the closed chain or the cyclic compounds. They exist in the form of the cycle, in the form of the circles. Cyclic compounds contain the rings of only carbon atom. They are called the homocyclic or carbocyclic compounds. Homo means same, means all the atoms present in this cyclic compound, they will be the same. Just like in case of the cyclohexane, you can see all the carbon and hydrogen, they are present in the form of a cycle. In the same way, second example is given of the benzene. All the carbon and hydrogen are present there, but they have the 3 double bonds and 3 single bonds, but atoms are only of the carbon and hydrogen. So these are the homocyclic or carbocyclic compounds. Second type of the cyclic compounds are the heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds contain one or more atoms other than the carbon atom in the ring. Just like in case of the pyridine, along with the carbon and hydrogen, you can see the presence of nitrogen there. In case of the furane, along with the carbon and hydrogen, you can see one atom of oxygen there. and in case of the thiophene, sulfur is present there along with carbon and hydrogen. So heterocyclic compounds are those compounds which contain atoms other than the carbon atoms. Carbon and hydrogen are the main constituents of the organic compounds, but organic compounds also contain the additional atoms or group of atoms along with the hydrogen atoms. These are called the functional group. It means functional group is an atom or groups of atoms that gives a family of organic compounds its characteristic chemical and physical properties. Due to the presence of the functional group, organic compound will behave in a different manner. It will show a specific or particular characters. It means the characters or properties of the organic compound is due to the presence of that particular atom or group of atoms. So that atom or group of atoms due to which the organic compound shows a particular characteristics, particular chemical and physical properties is called the functional group. Just like you can see the example of the methyl alcohol. In methyl alcohol, along with the methyl radical, OH group is present. So the properties of this compound is due to the presence of this OH group, hydroxy group. So this hydroxy group is considered as the functional group of the alcohol. And second is the methyl chloride. In methyl chloride, this chlorine atom is present. So methyl chloride will have particular characters. It will show its chemical and physical properties due to the presence of this chlorine atom. So this chlorine is the functional group of the methyl chloride. So functional group defines a family of organic compounds. By looking at the functional group, we can find out the family of the organic compound. Each functional group will have a different family. It will represent a family. In the same way, functional group make the study of millions of organic compounds easier because they are categorized in different families, and due to the different families, we can easily learn their characters. We can recognize them. Now one by one we will learn about these families. First family is the haloalkanes. As this name indicates, haloalkanes. Halo stand for the halogens and alkane for the any alkanes. Haloalkanes are characterized by the presence of the halogen atom, and in these compound one hydrogen atom is replaced by the halogen atom. General formula for the haloalkanes are the RX, where R stand for any alkyl group. It may be the methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl, and so on. And X indicate the halogen atom. It may be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, or iodine. Here few examples are given below. A general alkane is the methane containing one carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atoms. When one hydrogen atom from the methane is replaced by the chlorine atom, then the compound formed is the methyl chloride or chloromethane. In the same way, when hydrogen is removed by the bromine atom, then it will be the bromomethane. Second example is given of the ethane, and when one hydrogen atom is removed from this ethane by the chlorine atom, then the compound formed is the chloroethane. So chloroethane or chloromethane or bromomethane, these are the haloalkanes. Another family is of the alcohols. Alcohols are characterized by the presence of the hydroxyl group in the alkyl chain. It means when hydroxy group is one hydrogen atom from the alkane is replaced by the hydroxy group, then alcohols are formed. General formula for the alcohols are the ROH. R stand for any alkyl group. or alkane chain. From this alkane chain, one hydrogen is removed by the hydroxyl or hydroxy group. For example, in the methane, you can see this CH3H. This terminal hydrogen is removed by the hydroxy group. Then methyl alcohol is formed or methanol is formed. Second is example is of the ethyl alcohol. This ethyl alcohol again is formed by the removal of one hydrogen atom from the hydroxy group. When from the propane one hydrogen atom is removed by the hydroxy group, we will get the propanol. From the butane, when one hydrogen atom is removed by the hydroxy group, then it will be the butanol. So this OH, presence of this OH group shows it is the family of alcohols. Phenols, when an OH group is attached to the benzene ring, then the compound is called the phenol. It means when there is the benzene ring, alternate single and double bond are present in 6 carbon atoms in the form of the cycle, that will be the benzene, and one hydroxy group is attached to any one of the carbon atom of this benzene, then the compound is called the phenol. Family is called the phenol. Ethers are the compounds in which two alkyl groups are attached to the same oxygen atom. These compounds have COC linkage. It means COC, two carbon atoms are attached to the same oxygen atoms in the center. General formula for these ethers are the R, O, R dash. R stand for any alkyl group, R dash also stand for any alkyl group. These two alkyl groups R and R dash, they may be the same alkyl groups or they may be different. As in the example below, you can see the example of the dimethyl ether. Two methyl groups, they are attached to the same oxygen atom. Second example is of the ethyl methyl ether. In this you can clearly see at one side of the oxygen atom is the methyl group and on the other side there is the ethyl group. So ethyl methyl ether is formed, and this ethyl methyl ether, two different alkyl groups are attached to the same oxygen atom. Next example is of the diethyl ether. Diethyl, two ethyl groups, same alkyl groups are attached to the oxygen atom. So the general formula RO R dash, these R and R dash may be the same alkyl group or they may be the different alkyl groups. Aldehyde and ketones both contain the carbonyl group, and this carbonyl group is indicated by the C double bond O, or in the condensed form you can write down it CO. This carbonyl group is present in both aldehyde family and ketone family. In case of aldehyde, carbonyl group will contain one hydrogen atom on its one side. It means general formula for this aldehyde will be RC double bond OH. At one side of the carbonyl group is R group, mean alkyl group, and on the other side it is always hydrogen. So aldehyde means carbonyl group having one hydrogen atom on its side. It is the functional group of the aldehyde. And in the condensed form you can write down this general formula as CHO. You can see the two examples here. When this carbonyl group is attached to two hydrogen atoms on both sides, you can see one hydrogen at one side and other hydrogen atom on the other side, then this compound is called the formaldehyde or methanol. Second example, you can see that at one side of the carbonyl group is the alkyl group, CH3 group is attached there, and on the other side it is the hydrogen. It is called the acetaldehyde or ethanol. This shows that aldehyde will contain carbonyl group along with one hydrogen atom at one side, and on the other side there may be the hydrogen or there may be some alkyl group. In case of the ketones, again it will contain the carbonyl group C double bond O, and general formula for the ketone will be R C double bond O R dash. Now you can clearly see in case of the aldehyde there were the hydrogen atom at one side of the carbonyl group, but in case of the ketone there are two alkyl groups are present on both sides of this carbonyl group, and in the condensed form you can write down this general formula as RCOR dash. Now again this R and R dash, these are the alkyl groups, and they may be the same alkyl groups or they may be the different alkyl groups. Here you can see the example of this propane. In this propane you can see the carbonyl group is in the center, and on the both sides there are two methyl groups are attached. And in case of this butanol you can see that at one side of this carbonyl is the methyl group CH3 group, and on the other side of this carbonyl group is the ethyl group, it is the CH2CH3. So in this butanol two alkyl groups R and R dash, these two alkyl groups are different. So the general formula for the ketone is R C double bond O R dash. On both sides of the carbonyl group alkyl groups are attached, and these alkyl groups may be the same or they may be the different. But in case of aldehyde, at one side of the carbonyl group is always attached the hydrogen atom, and on the other side there may be the hydrogen atom or there may be some alkyl group. Organic compounds are also called the carboxylic acids, and this carboxylic acid again contain the carbonyl group, but along with the carbonyl group at one side they contain the hydroxyl group, hydroxy group. So it is written as the C double bond OH, or in the condensed form you can write down it C double OH. So the functional group of the organic acids or carboxylic acid is the carbonyl group along with one hydroxy group. So general formula will be R C double bond O OH. So in case of this R, you can see the arrow sign I have given here. This R may be replaced by some hydrogen atom, and if there is the hydrogen atom instead of this alkyl group, then the compound is HC double bond OH, which is called the formic acid or methanoic acid. And in the second example you can see that some alkyl group is attached to this R. It may be the methyl, ethyl, propyl, so what. So when methyl group is attached here, we will say that it is the acetic acid or ethanoic acid. So the carboxylic acid, they contain the carbonyl group at one side attached to the hydroxy group, and on the other side some alkyl group is attached. So C double bond OH is the family of carboxylic acids. In the family of esters, you can clearly see that one carbonyl group is present there, and this carbonyl group C double bond O, it is directly attached to one oxygen atom, and this oxygen is further attached to one alkyl group. So the compounds having general formula R C double bond O R dash, they are called the esters. Here again this R and R dash, they may be the same alkyl group or they may be the different. As in the case you can see that along with this one carbonyl group at one side methyl group is attached, and on the other side with the oxygen again methyl group is attached. Two same groups are attached here. It is the methyl ethanoate. And second example is given here. At one side of the carbonyl group is methyl group attached, and on the other side along with the oxygen ethyl group is attached. So two different alkyl groups are attached to this. So it is called the ethyl ethanoate. So esters have the general formula RC double bond OR. Carbonyl group at one side is attached directly to the alkyl group, and on the other side it is attached to the oxygen atom, and this oxygen is further attached to some alkyl group. And these R and R dash, they may be the same or different alkyl groups. Next one is the family of amines. Amines, NH2 is the symbol of this family, and general formula for these amines are the RNH2. R is any alkyl group. It may be methyl, ethyl, propyl and so on. And when this alkyl group is directly attached to the NH2 group, then the family is the amine, and NH2 is the functional group of the amines. You have already learned about the alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. Alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons having only single bonds. They do not have any functional group. But in case of the alkenes and alkynes, alkenes have at least one double bond and alkyne has at least one triple bond. So this double and triple bond itself act as the functional group for these alkene and alkyne. You can see the example here. Here CH2 double bond CH2, it is the ethene having the double bond with these two carbon atoms. Other example is of the ethyne. Ethyne containing two carbon atoms which are attached to triple covalent bond. And last one example is of the propene. CH3 CH double bond CH2. This indicate that two carbon atoms, they have the double bond. So this presence of this double bond, it itself acts as the functional group. Here is a summary of the families is given along with the functional group and general formula that you have learned already. Now it is the overview of this family and their functional group and symbols.